Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, when you have opportunity every day, you practice little bit this meditation, and it is very necessary for your life, because nowadays with this biotechnology machines and other all consumer products, we dealing with the algorithm, and we mostly go with different kind of machinery systems, and knowingly or unknowingly what happening when you go with machines, when you work with machines, we also become a part of it, and then we also become like machines. But as a human being, you are more than a machine. So then remember, even though we get help out of this all the machines and technology, you have to remember yourself to development your inside you. The meditation itself, the very connotation of the meditation, when it go to Pali word bhavana, the very meaning is cultivation, development. So then you have to see every day, by age, you getting old, physically, you change, environment, you change. Then at the same time, you have to look, what is the change happening inside you? And that change is not just the outside conventional change. You have to develop ability to take conscious decisions regarding yourself and take decisions. When it go to the free will, that is what the free will means in our human life. So we all have that, and each and every person have it, and no one can take it. So then every day look yourself, because nowadays it is a kind of like people having a war to collect that all the emotional informations. It is a kind of like a new marketing product, your own emotions, and they collect it and they sell it back to you. And I remember one time in Sri Lanka, there was a high priest, and he had the beautiful brass kind of like a bottle. And then he was so attached that he was every day he brushing it and clipping, and he want to make sure it is shining and look beautiful. And then what happened, one day there was a person came, and with the same kind of brass bottle. So the high priest looked this and became so happy about it, and pay much money, and he brought it. Then after this person left, and the high priest was happy, oh, now I have a fair of these bottles and I can keep it somewhere. And he went inside the temple and looked for other bottle, and this thief, he came and he stolen the same thing from the temple, and he sell it to the high priest. So it happened to us nowadays. And your all emotions, everything collect by this phone, computer. That's all the social medias you go. They collect all your emotions that they develop through machine, this emotional, collective algorithm, and then they bring it back to you. And then you think, oh, wow, the world is look like, this everything same like what I want. And as example, if you go to Facebook or YouTube, if you look for something to buy, And then what will happen from next day? That everything come, keep coming to your page like advertisement, everything. And then you think, oh, this is what this is, because you see it every day, the same kind of things, even that whatever you like, movies or the music, or if you go and watch it, and then every day you start to get the same information. And then what happened? You think the outside world the same like you, or what you like, and everything outside world the same. But it is completely different. And Stanford University had done a research, and then they found out whoever always with this social media, they have more depression, anxiety than other people. Why? Because by the time their expectations become higher and bigger, thinking the world, the it's kind of like the everything happened that they want. But it is not like that. So then you have to remember how you can get out of this, because you cannot stop it. It keep coming, keep coming. And that current become more stronger, stronger, stronger. And in another research, they found out, and most of time you pick up your phone, and you maybe check your messages, or even whoever call, or maybe you check your emails. Even maybe you go and when you have time, you check your old messages. When you pick the phone, there are certain chemicals released from your brain to your body. And what happening by the time you are not checking the phone exactly the way that you want to check messages or emails or any information or news. You are addicted to your inner this chemical behavior, and then you keep repeating again and again and again the same actions. What will happen? That chemical releasing become more stronger, 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 and you addict to your deeper inner biochemical mechanism. And that also, by the time it creates unnecessary health issues like cancer, like high blood pressure, and it break down your sugar level, and it weaken your blood. So like that things. So then what is the solution for this all? Because this anything you cannot stop. What is the solution? And they found out through this scientific and psychological research, they found out you have to take a break. If you can take a break, remember, you are no longer become a victim to this outside world. So that break is you take a conscious decision. Look, the meditation itself is like that. So that's why it is very necessary. So even though this outside world information and pouring, and it keep coming like a current, always remember yourself. Teach your children, teach your son and daughter, and to take a break. It is very necessary. When you take that conscious decision to take a break, in that time, you develop your willpower. You strengthen your character, and you develop your determination. So that things create a different kind of chemicals, release different kind of chemicals which nourish your body, strengthen your body. So then it will help to develop a deeper natural immune system, and your own health, the biochemical, the healthy biochemical system, rather than you creating poison. So as you know now, being this anxiety and depression become a greater enemy for entire humanity. It is created by our own mind. It is a kind of like an invisible ghost. So then practicing meditation day by day yourself, and at the same time taking a rest out of this all the consumer product and all through this mainstream medias and all the social medias, taking a conscious break is very necessary. So in day-to-day life, practice it, do it yourself, and then you will see it deeply will help you to develop a kind of like a different strength in you, can handle the any environment or any situation in life, because our body is it has a mechanism. The body itself cannot take a decision unless if your mind take that decision, then the body going to listen to that. So your mind is the forerunner, your mind is the chief, your mind is the creator. So keep it that, and always be aware. You have that strength, you have that power, and use it. If you don't use it, so it's kind of like anything available for you, and any situation come and overtake you. So that's why that without this knowledge, without this effort, without this understanding, you can live, but remember, you cannot get out of the current. So then other some kind of currents will overtake your life and it will take you away. So during Buddha's time, there was a family, this family name called Kala. He was a millionaire, but they didn't have children. And what happened, this husband wife every day go and pray to have a child. So then by the time there was a child came to their family, and the mother got pregnant, and then the the child was a boy, and they were so happy. And then they called that boy the same family name, Kala. And then they now believe, oh, when they pray, they can get a child. They went again and again and prayed another child. Then another boy came to the family. So then they put a Mahakala, Chulakala. Mahakala means elder Kala. Kala means family name. Chulakala, younger Kala. So then they had a very luxurious life, this young children. By the time the parents died and all the wealth they had, that they divided themselves, and then they had a very luxurious life in the same area. And by the time the elder brother understood this all is impermanent, and then he heard about the Buddha and came to younger brother and told, my brother, I'm going to become a monk, and this my all wealth and my wives and everything you take care. And the younger brother was so attached with this all the wealth and other facilities, and at the same time he attached to this brother also as a family, that he thought, oh, without my elder brother, how I can handle this everything, I need him. So he told him, don't go, just stay. But the elder brother told, no, I want to go, I don't need this anything. Then younger brother thought, I also should go with him. Then by the time I can bring him back, somehow I can convert him little by little, if I stay close to him. And then I can bring him back. So thinking like that, what happened? Then younger brother told, then I also come, and I also going to become a monk with you. And they both went and became monks. And elder brother start to practice meditation deeply. And the younger brother didn't have that kind of idea. He just spent the time, and little by little he went, try to get his elder brother, but it didn't happen. By the time what happened, elder brother attained to the enlightenment, Mahakala. And this Chulakala, younger brother, just spent the time at the temple. Then one day, Buddha and all the monks and this Mahakala and Chulakala monks, these brother monks, and came to the same, their own village. So then that day, that in the evening, the Chulakala, this younger brother told, I will go home and then prepare everything for the dana tomorrow lunch. And for Buddha and all the monks, I will arrange everything. And the Buddha gave the permission him to go himself. So he went home, his old home, and then all the wives and everybody came and gathered. And then what happened? He disturbed himself, he disturbed, and they just became a lay person. He didn't come back. And then the very next day, Buddha and elder brother and everybody visited the house. So now he's a lay person, and he offered the dana and everything, and managed to give the dana to all the monks. And after the dana, so even the Buddha didn't tell anything about his why he disturbed or like that. No, he just accepted. And then end of the dana, there is a tradition, the one monk giving a Dhamma talk regarding the generosity and how the dana, the ceremony, and then it's kind of like a finalizing the ceremony. So then that day, Buddha taught to this elder brother, this Mahakala, you stay at home and give a sermon to this all. So, and the Buddha and all other monks left. And the younger brother thought, oh, this is a good time. Then I can take him out of this monkhood and I can make him kind of like a lay person. So what he and his wives and everybody gathered with the Mahakala monk, then try to do all the things to make him a kind of like a lay person. But what happened? Because he already attained to the enlightenment and he had to do kind of like high mental powers, and then he escaped from the place. And then that day in the evening, everybody gathered, and before that, the monk asked from the Buddha, Venerable Sir, look, the younger brother went yesterday and he stayed at home and he didn't come back. He became a lay person. Now you left the elder brother also, and now maybe he also going to be there. Why you did that? So Buddha said, don't worry. Just wait till evening. And then what happened? The Venerable Mahakala came back. And that day in the evening, all the monks gathered. And the Buddha then talk about this incident, what happened. Then at that time, Buddha gave two beautiful examples. So if you don't see your inner behavior, not outside, if you don't see your inner behavior, if you don't understand it, remember, it's like a huge tree can uproot by the wind. This all the sensual pleasures, desires, and sometimes greed, sometimes anger, jealousy can uproot us and bring us down. And no matter what, see, even that Chulakala, the younger brother, and he became a monk, and he used to be with the Buddha. But look what happened. He went home and disturbed. So, and then the Buddha said, if you know your inner behavior, if you understand it, if you see it, and even though that the higher wind cannot shake a mountain like that way, there is no way that emotional behavior can shake you, destroy you. So then it is, you cannot do by one day. It's not going to happen overnight. So then little by little, you have to practice this. So when it comes to that our inner behavior, whatever you experience, and it all related with the 5 aggregates: form, feeling, sensation, formation, recognition. And mostly what we does, the form, feeling, sensation, formation, recognition, we claim it as me, or we claim it as mine, and we don't see its true nature. And other thing is, you have to be very careful. The mostly when you have the very comfortable environment and you get out of the wisdom, when you are very comfortable in that environment, you lose your mind. So that's why when he went home, in that his old home, an old environment, and he became more comfortable there, and then he lose. So as you know, how many people sometimes fell down their own bathroom, 20 years, 30 years, they used to use, they used to have that bathroom, and they use many times per day. Why, when you get old, sometimes why you fell down there? It's just not because you lose the balance. Before you lose the balance, you lose your awareness. And how many people make accident on their own neighborhood? Why? Because that is so familiar for you. So then what happened? You lose your mind. You forget. Then you start to think something else. So that's why wherever you are, whatever you do, and if you don't train well yourself with your awareness, when the environment come to comfort, so on, and when you settle down there, what happened? Like a huge wind, tornado, it start to take you away from the moment. So why this happen like that way? Because this form, feeling, sensation, formation, recognition, and form, it is start from the form. What is the form means? Whatever your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind experience as object. Eye object, ear object, nose object, and then it come to ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, and then the consciousness arise. So that very first level is the form. It's called rupa. The very meaning of the rupa or the form, breakable. It's breakable. It cannot solid. Whatever come to your eye, whatever you experience through eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, always breaking. That's why it called form. And what is the base of the form? Understanding this is very important. So that's why even after many, many years, it can destroy you if you don't have clear understanding. So one base is karma. So whatever you experience, there are four things. Out of four, that one thing is karma. So whatever you see, hear, smell, taste, feel, even whatever come to your mind as dharma or the ideas, remember, there is a reason behind it. That reason related with the karma. That's mean not in the moment, whatever you have done in the past. Just take a look in that very moment. Look at around your house. So whatever you see, that all you are the one who did that. See, now you experience it, and maybe you seeing something in that moment, that what you see at your home. So that is karma, mean it is related to your previous action. Otherwise, suddenly nothing appeared to you in front of you. And whatever you hear, you brought your husband, you brought your wife, you brought your children. Now they keep, blah, 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 maybe 24/7 keep talking. And whatever you hear, you are the one who brought that. See, that is one part. And the TV or the computer, or even, this monk in front of you keep talking. It's a part of the karma. It's a good or bad. It's a part of karma. You are the one who, logging to this, and you are the one who did this. So that's why you hearing. So then, whatever the rupa, that's mean, whatever come in the first level to your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. Remember this mechanism. One thing is karma. It's not everything happen. One reason is karma, because it has a past history. It has a reason. Another one is chitta. So whatever you experience in this moment, there should be mindset also. Your mind also should accept it and tune to it. Otherwise, even though you brought something, maybe you brought TV, maybe you have your husband or wife or children, or maybe they keep talking, blaming to you. And then if you don't put attention to that, what will happen? You're not going to get anything out of it. So that attention, that intention is important. So in the moment, whatever you experience, so the chitta, that means your mindset. One is your previous karma, and other part is 1/4 previous karma. Another 1/4 is your intention. Now two things. So intention doesn't mean your karma. It is separate. So that here karma means your past. And in the moment, intention is called chitta. And that ritu. Ritu means environment. This is very important. This is what we mostly forget. So you are kind of like a fish living in the ocean. You are like a cloud that the floating in sky. This you are in a kind of like a well settled down there like a turtle. So your whole body deeply connected to this environment. And so then when the environment change, it affect for you. And at the same time, that whatever you experience in the moment, whatever you hear, smell, taste, and feelings or the ideas come to you, it is a part of environment. It is just not only your mind. As example, look at, so you see a beautiful rainbow. So that rainbow appeared as a result of the environment. So then when you look at that, it makes you happy. So see, the happiness is the moment you experience, but it came out of the environment. So sometimes we forget the very behavior of environment. And we talk about this global warming, this after this many years in this 2021. But look, 2600 years ago, what the Buddha taught, even to experience your any perception, you have to have the right environment. Otherwise, if it is not balanced, right, healthy environment, your whole system go wrong. Even it will may effect for you to go to low existence. So as you know, it's psychologically also that proved that maybe you are not into music. They have done this research, and then you live in an environment all other people play rock music. You don't like music. All other people playing rock music, and you know what will happen within 4 days. They tell maximum 4 days. After 4 days, your fingers start to play, like the rhythm start to catch the fingers, and your foot and your head, so whole the vibration of your body, and start to follow the rhythm, and you in the later you become kind of like a very well famous rock star. See, because of the environment. So then 1/4 is environment. So now 1/4 is your previous karma, and 1/4 is your moment of intention, and the other 1/4 is your environment. The other one is, the last one is the ahara, nourishment, how you nourish yourself. So one is kabalinkara ahara, that's mean intake, all the intakes that we have, food circle. So whatever you eat, it is very important. Remember that. You cannot, there is a time come, consciously you can eat anything. But as ordinary person, to break down this pattern and to uplift your life, remember, you have to come to a moment to find out right food that you should intake. Why? Because this is the basic principle. Whatever you eat, it become your life. Whatever you eat, it become your life. So then, if you don't want something to be in your body, don't put it. And sometimes people, they follow the colors and follow the patterns, and they follow different behavior and thinking it will help for us in a behavior. It's like if there is a nut, it's look like the brain, and they think, oh, if I eat this, and it will help for my brain. It's like kidney beans. If it is look like kidney, and they think, oh, if I eat this, it help for my kidney. I don't know how they found out it, but there is a deeper connection with that. And uh, like a beetroot, if when it cut, it look like blood, and then they say, oh, then it help to strong our blood. So like that, they follow something and matching with our body. And then you have to look whatever you eat and how healthy it is. And when it is just not only the food. The moment you eat, remember your intention. is more important. So then that whatever you eat, if you bring the right intention without the greed and just to cure the hunger, and then you get less harm out of the food. So otherwise that it going to become your body. And not only that, all the pictures you see become food for your eye, all the sound you get to your ear become food for your ear, all the smell or the aroma get to your nose become food for your nose, and all the taste, it is for tongue, it's for the body. Sensation, people, or the things that in day-to-day life we associate, and it also become food for your body. And all the ideas we think is become food for our mind. So then you have to remember these all four things maintain your life. If anybody can see these four things separately and maintain very well, that the most powerful part out of this all is your conscious decision, awareness. It's called chitta. So that part is in you, and you are powerful with that. So then remember yourself. If you keep that clarity, even the karma doesn't matter, even the environment, it doesn't matter, even the food what you take, it doesn't matter. But the most important part is the chitta, the moment, the intention you have. The thing is this, once the intention go away, once your attention or the awareness go away, other all three things get hold you, and it going to overtake you. Karma, aware that the environment, and all the food or that whatever the nourishment that we go through become your life. But your chitta, your awareness, if you keep it stronger, and what will happen? You have power to balance your karma. Why? Because in the moment, this moment going to be your past one day. And then that according to the moment that you behave, your future going to change. So that's how you can change the karma. And the environment and all other intakes and going to change when you have the very conscious, clear understanding. So that is what call and uplifting your inner wisdom. So then day by day, if you develop that path little by little, and you become like a mountain, and it doesn't matter whatever the tornadoes come, our emotional tornadoes, and what it doesn't matter how hard it come, it cannot shake you or it cannot uproot you. But if you don't care about it, if you don't recognize your inner behavior, or if you don't develop that awareness, any moment, any single moment, if you hit somewhere, in that pain itself, maybe your leg hit somewhere, in that very moment, you collapse. Maybe little hunger, you can destroy everything. Maybe little emotional hurt can kill someone if you don't train yourself. So that is that much. Your karma, your chitta, your environment, your intake so powerful. It always energy. Remember that. It always moving, moving, moving. It is so strong. It can take you eons by eons, eons by eons. It is stronger than tornadoes. So then, but at the same time, you have a tool to maintain this all. What is that tool? Your chitta, or your awareness, your present moment of recognition. So sharp it, make it clear. So then whatever the situation come to you, you can balance. It doesn't matter whatever the emotional unbalance go through. It doesn't matter category 4 tornadoes hit us deeper inside. Even the tsunamis come. It doesn't matter. You going to be unshakable. So that is the best benefit for you when you go from today to tomorrow. So prepare yourself. Go with that skill in you. And that is where you're going to get the good benefit out of your practice. That is where you can give a better service to others. And just imagine as a family member, if you are the husband, if you are the wife, if you are the son or the daughter, if you are the father or mother, if you are the brother or the sister, if you are the neighbor, just imagine if you unshakable out of any emotional unbalance, how blissful that gift. So you have that gift. Only thing is learn to nourish it, unwrap it, develop it, cultivate it. So with that, I bless upon everyone with this good practice. May all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinassatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi digaayuko bhava. Ittavata ca ammehi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Idam me punya kammang asavakkayavang hotu. Sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.